In the Winnerbracket semifinal, both of these players have been victorious twice. FoCuS, we just saw his games, once against Mikhail and one against Sock. So this is how he ended up here. LawLiet had a little bit of a tough bracket, first against Spiral and then against X-Lord. So this was a tough road, and we'll see where we go with this. This is a battle that has been fought a million times already in the Warcraft scene. I think we are at around 112 series between these two, and this might be 113, and it's almost 50-50. That tells you everything you need to know about this matchup, everybody. It is determining the opponent of Hawk in the Winnerbracket final tomorrow, and of course that means we're 2 stages away from the grand final. Let's go! On a beautiful, beautiful map. Shallow grave that is. And we see FoCuS on the bottom right hand side with a Blade Master, as this is an Orc versus Night Elf matchup. And on the other side, LawLiet with the Demon Hunter. No Keeper of the Grove. What is going on? I don't even...
Dude, this is the Remind effect. Ever since Remind came back, started playing Demon Hunter again, we've been seeing it more and more from other Night Elves as well. Remind with Dryads and Bears. LawLiet more so recently with Talons. You know, Talons have been making a bit of appearance every now and then again in the meta. They seem to be back for like a week and then they're gone again. But now there has been some decent success. It was Lyn losing to LawLiet not too long ago on Last Refuge. We always said Last Refuge is the best map for Talons, right? On this new map on Shallow Grave, I'm not quite sure. I haven't seen it here before yet. We'll find out.
Yeah. Hitman might have been right all along that talents are the way. And you know what? We've seen so many talents throughout our casting careers. And I was a little sick of it, but now, you know, a talent match here and there, I love it. I love the shockwaves if we might get them. I love the cyclones. I love the focus fire. I do love myself some fairy fire and see heroes and units melting. I won't complain if that's what we will see.
Yeah, there is still the option to go Dryads here as well. Normally, when you're playing Talons, what you want to be able to do is to not be left without any creeping in the mid-game. That's why Last Refuge is so good, because there's a lot of orange camps pretty safe outside your main that you can still creep even if you don't have master training yet. On this map, there's the natural perhaps you could take, and perhaps also the Merc camp, but they're both pretty creep-jackable, so it's not as safe to creep as on Last Refuge.
Cool to see this new map for the second time already in the tournament. It is really beautiful. You were right yesterday, Remo. We disagree on a lot of things, but it's hard to disagree with you on aesthetics of Warcraft maps.
Yeah, shout out to Miro who made this map with, you know, a bit of beachside here and there and with the chopped down trees and so on. Quite the unique look. Also some unique creep camps here and there. We have the 2 contestable labs in the middle. Those are a little bit hard to creep, but also very rewarding. You can get mana stones from there. All item drops are represented. So we have, you know, mana stones, mana potions, Wand of Lightning Shield, the claws, the auras, everything can be dropped here from the different camps.
Let's see what we get so far. It's been a little bit of a creeping fiesta. Boots of a Demon Hunter level 2.5. Tier 2 almost finishing. And if I look into LawLiet's base, and this is exactly what FoCuS does, I see a Hunter's Hall, and that might tell us that it's not Talons.
Yes, way in the back he was trying to hide it, but FoCuS must have seen it. Now, whether you're facing Bears or Talons, you still want to play kind of both the same things, I think, which is Raider Walker in the case with Bears, then later with Kodos. But the second hero probably going to be different. If you're facing Talons, you want to have TC most likely, but without, it's going to be Shadow Hunter. And that is the choice here. Shadow Hunter, double Bestiary. FoCuS is... If he's facing mass Dryads, he wants to go mass Raiders. But if we're going to go into Bears later, it's going to be a different story.
Double Bestiary indeed. On the other side, we see a Keeper of the Grove second, as if this is an outdated Night Elf mirror. Demon Hunter first, Keeper second. Grunts on the retreat. FoCuS continues the scout. Doesn't see any tier 2 buildings yet. He really wants to know, I feel. Okay, here they come. Lore. More archers. I'm ready for the first big fight, but I guess the players aren't.
That 100 here gonna reveal his first skill. It is Hex. Very good right now against the Demon Hunter. But later on against the Dryads, it's gonna be virtually useless. But still, for the impact right now, it's probably the right choice. And the big question is, LawLiet, is he gonna stay on Dryads or not? And the answer is no. Tier 3 is coming in on only 3 Moonwells, so the Moon Juice recovery is gonna be quite a bit weaker than usual. But of course, with Bears and Rejuve coming in soon, that's where he's hoping to replenish those hit points.
We approach the next camp. I wonder how much these guys actually play on this map, or if they have it vetoed. But they're not too opposed to playing it. I mean, they got a lot of vetoes in this 11 map pool we got at W3Champions. And it seems like they are familiar with this. It is a unique creep spot. Shredder coming in helped a little bit with the creeping, but not only the Shredder, also FoCuS.
Oh, sees the last hit and the item, gets the healing wards, that's huge. This is a crazy greedy strategy by LawLiet, by the way. Tier 3 rush with Bears with Shredder.
Yeah.
Pretty nuts. But he's banking on the Demon Hunter to carry him into the late game. Level 3 Demon with boots. You don't have to tell me. I know how strong that guy can be. And he's trying to carry this mid game right now for the Night Elf. Keeper might be going down, but he does have a TP. Trying to take out that Raider on the way home. Not quite going to be able to. Nice save on the Archer. Even that one survives. And is he just completely skipping Dryads? Oh my god. He's completely skipping Dryads, just going straight into Bears. This is the most greedy build I've seen in a while.
This is a little Remind-esque with all the Bears. Can't deny that anymore. Next camp here, Mercenaries, High Priest gone, big item coming up. FoCuS with the Warmill and more Raiders. There will be an easier transition to Kodos, of course, that can deal with Bears, but you can't build as many Kodos as you can build Bears and eat them all. That doesn't really work. I mean, I would love to see that, but unlikely.
Very interesting game. Definitely puts us outside the comfort zone and into the realm of weirdness, which sometimes it feels like FoCuS struggles with. He's normally, you know, the bread and butter, tried and true kind of guy. The Mass Raider transition here is a bit unusual perhaps for the untrained eye, but especially against Mass Raiders, FoCuS has been playing this for years. But oftentimes, when FoCuS is faced with something that he is a little unfamiliar with, he doesn't exactly immediately have the right answers. Like, for example, we saw in DreamHack when he was facing the Pit Lord second style by 1-2-0 against the Farseer Headhunters.
Yeah, that caught him by surprise for sure. And that's how he found his way out of the tournament. Here he finds good items though. Lady Luck is with him once more. Boots of Kel'Thalas on top of a claw +9 and 2 circlets. Blade Master without a Kodo already at +19. Demon Hunter won't complain either. It's pretty tanky. Got that orb. Thorns Aura very early for LawLiet, which is of course one of the reasons why you go for this keeper. On the other side, we get Kodos. We get the Torrent Totem. So Raider, Walker, Kodo. Old school orc unit combo.
Straight Bears. Is this the new day and age of Night Elf? 3 archers into Bears? Possibly. But yeah, Kodo Beasts are gonna be a little tougher to deal with. The thing is also, Hex is really good now again. And I gotta think that at least 1 or 2 Dryads just purely for Hex would be worth it, but LawLiet feels no, Bears are too efficient nowadays. Kind of with the mindset, if you can make Bears, why would you make anything else other than Bears? And, you know, he has a point.
Yeah, a little disappointed that he feels like he has to rely on 3 archers in the early game.
Let's go Demon Hunter pure into Bears. Doesn't even need a second hero.
I mean, back in the day, we went into Master Talons on 1 archer. Then it must be possible to go into Master Bears with 1 archer.
Yeah, we'll see how this strategy develops. 1 bear over at the expansion, threatening the peons right away. That one could get caught by an ensnare quite easy, but LawLiet is close by to try to save that one. Doesn't have a staff yet, by the way, so won't be able to beam the boys back to Scotty.
Beam the boys. I like it. Beam the boys back even. A triple alliteration.
You know me. I'm a poet. I'm like John Keats.
You are probably working for Farmer Search's lady on the side.
Why? Are they poetic?
They always use alliterations for everything.
Ah, I see. Wait, is that still running on TV?
I guess so, man. Season 500, 720 or whatever.
High quality.
720.
German reality TV shows. Oh, yeah. What's that other one called? I hear from my friends all the time. The girls, they're always watching Renting, Buying, and Living or something like that. You know that one?
Not really.
Mieten, Kaufen, Wohnen, which is all about the real estate market and finding the right apartment for yourself. Isn't that the most female show you've ever heard?
No, that is The Shopping Queen.
Oh, yeah.
Where you
true.
get a
There's also
budget
that.
and 3 ladies are battling who got the best outfit with this budget. That is a little more lady, but yeah, I totally agree. Oh my god, man.
I feel like some of these shows must be funded by like capitalist hedge funds or something, because it just seems like capitalist propaganda at times.
Yeah.
FoCuS coming in for the creep jack. This is a great fight position for him to take. And the thing is, there's no TP on LawLiet's side, so he has to take this fight basically.
Rough.
Finds the Shadow Hunter though. Oh my god, he's completely out of position. Shadow getting surrounded by bears. Eats his way out with a Kodo Beast. Oh my god, Spirit Link over and over. Heal Wave cooling down. He just barely survives. Holy Jesus, what a save. Mass Kodo's now in the mix. 4 Kodos to deal with the bears.
Keeper.
Entangle once again. Shadow Hunter out of mana. Keeper going down. Hex against the Demon Hunter cannot be dispelled. Now Dryad's coming in. Shadow might be going down in the end. Item transfer. It's the Ankh. And with that, he will be reborn on 500 hit points. Beautiful engagement by FoCuS. LawLiet kind of begging for that creep jack with that movement. And FoCuS gonna take that bait and carry it to victory.
Damn, from German TV discussions into game 2. Beautiful.
That seemed like easy for FoCuS. It seemed to always have the bigger army. His expansion got up uncontested. Even before his expansion, like the strongest timing possible for LawLiet, when his bears had just finished, he had his orb, he was ready to fight. The expansion hadn't paid off at all yet. It was just about to get up. Still, FoCuS was up 10 supply at that stage in the game. He just seemed to have just the perfect game plan against that. That was very well done. The 2 bestiaries, not something at least that I've seen too often. Normally it'd be single bestiary raiders and then into the Spirit Lodge, but dual beast for getting those early 3 Kodos or whatever. I think it was 3 Kodos, maybe even 4 towards the end. Definitely a really strong approach, but I like the fact that LawLiet's going for the Demon Hunter. He tried to do a little fakey with going Demon Hunter, then hiding the Hunter's Hall in the back, but it was perfectly scattered by FoCuS. That was just really well done all around.
Yeah, I wonder if this was just an odd one out. But it's kind of the same as DreamHack, right? Where LawLiet is not willing to go into standard. It just plays the weirdest strat. Like last
Well
time
done,
he rushed...
Remo. Go ahead, sorry.
Last time he rushed, or tried to rush Chimeras versus FoCuS. This time he rushes Bears versus FoCuS.
Yeah, LawLiet's always sort of been the one to do weird stuff against Orc. Thinking back to, I forget the name of it, but Loden's tournament, the tournament that LawLiet actually won, he played a bunch of Orcs to make it there. And he was just doing all sorts of different stuff. Demon Hunter into double lore, into winds, and into mass mountain giants, just sort of all over the place. He's been very known for doing that sort of a style against Orc. Yeah, Remo, I definitely agree with your map choice. LawLiet in the lobby, he says, you pick my map for me, Remo Demo, between Northern Isles or Last Refuge. Remo picks Last Refuge for LawLiet, which I think is a better choice, especially considering the Demon Hunter first. Good choice, Remo.
Yeah, I also want to see how FoCuS is going to deal with the talents, if it is talents, because Lin was having a really good early game between the two in the ESL Open Cup this week, and still wasn't able to close it out. So, want to see FoCuS try his hand.
Alright, FoCuS is one map away from the winner bracket final versus Hawk, but LawLiet could ruin the party here on Last Refuge. He's spawning in the bottom left-hand side of things. He said, let's go Russia Central, have a lag fight, but no one else wanted to do it.
LawLiet trolling around quite a bit here today, which is not something very new. We know he's quite fond of that a lot of the time. Perhaps,
what's he doing, man?
Not taking that series so seriously.
Which is, yeah, I don't know. He's displaying some new strats because, okay, the Engine of War is here. Thought, is he going Huntress? Is he skipping? Is he listening and is actually skipping Archers now? But no, everything fine on FoCuS aside. This should very well be a Blade Master again. This with a barracks, so no ultra rush. No shop yet. So rather standard, and this time we see a keeper.
Oh. Alright. Going back to the keeper hunt standard expansion. Unless LawLiet has something else special prepared. We have seen Chimera Rush before. Which I find very surprising. Like, I think just straight up the Demon Hunter opening seems better. Only on LR. All other maps, no. But on LR, I feel like the Demon looks better, but... well, we'll see.
Maybe it's all about the curveballs, but it will be scouted relatively quickly. And creeping begins. Why do you think it's better, Remo, to open with the Demon Hunter?
I think the talent strategy is just super strong on this map. Firstly, because you can creep with a Beastmaster on tier 2 very easily. On Last Refuge, it's the best. Also, late game positioning is very good with talents. Everything's narrow. And in the early game, the Orc is always going to skip the shop. They're going to go for the middle, get the circlet, and creep up a bit early on. Where the Demon Hunter opening really struggles if you're getting pressured with grunts in the early stages. But if the Orc does it on this map, then you can pretty much trade evenly with the Demon Hunter back and forth because the salves are greatly delayed. The Orc cannot heal up right away. And then the Demon Hunter can take the early game much more easily. So there's a lot of factors that make things better. But talents still don't see that much play. Ooh, big last hit right here. Oh my god, that was a huge one. Blade gets the item, but the Keeper gets level 2, which was more important.
Alright, predictions are up now, which was for me for a second more important than using the camera. Sorry about that. Blade Master continues creeping, easily doable. Love these sentry wards for him. Can just drop it and check when is it expansion time, when is he coming, when is there an attempt of pushing me. We do have hunts coming, we do have a Tree of Life. And what can the Keeper do now with full mana and level 2?
That was the most obvious sentry placement of all time, by the way.
Yeah.
This is a very easy D ward if he wants to go for it. The drops here for FoCuS are amazing.
Wait, is he...
Wand of Illusion and sentry wards, both tremendous. Oh, and making use of that illusion right now. Threatening a kill on the Archer, putting some damage on the Keeper. But now, the Blade Master, completely out of health, has to run back to the main to heal up, and LawLiet knows this. I'm kind of surprised that he's not taking the natural creep right away. Could be going for that if he wants.
He's kind of far away now. Or do you mean the one in the north?
And I meant his natural, but he didn't go over there. And you can see LawLiet's movement a bit inefficient. Going to the middle, changing his mind, going south again. And now the Blade Master's healed up because he wasted his time. FoCuS is going to have an opportunity here to see the last hits again.
Okay, this time the illusions doesn't do anything. Should really be fixed, by the way. Blade Master comes in once more. Uh-oh, big last hit again. And I think what's he doing? He's moving weird. Didn't dodge this. Okay, entangle a little late. This experience went to the Blade Master item as well. And that puts LawLiet far away from level 3.
Kind of a big mistake there by LawLiet as well. Not being in the perfect position for the dust. And to have the entangle. Good movement by FoCuS. Going behind the gold mine, knowing that there's going to be harder to get entangled. So credit to FoCuS. Nicely done, but LawLiet making some mistakes here, certainly. He has a second charge of the dust. You know the sentry is there. That one's taken out. But sentry did its job. Lots of scouting information was provided for FoCuS. The expansion is now coming up. And If he wants, he could even try to cancel this expo, perhaps.
Or he starts creeping first. FoCuS loves the roaming Blade Master, though. Just position him next to the tree or the entangled gold mine.
Wait, the illusion got slowed. That normally never happens. Carson, did you see what was going on there? Did he attack the camp or something?
I think he just pulled it from the wrong angle is what happened. He kind of went like direct. Normally if you go from the edge, it makes it a lot easier. I think he literally just approached it from like a 6 to 12, why it got slowed. I think I didn't exactly see the pull though.
And things are starting to look up for LawLiet. He's got a great Sentinel Owl here, which should have seen the Blade Master heading south. He picks up the Alchemist, but now it's time for the Blade Master to create space for the Shadow. You want to level up the second hero as quickly as you can to level 3, which is not that easy. You're going to get the first green camp here without any problems, but the additional ones following are going to be a bit tougher.
The Blade Master refrains from attacking, so there's a little bit of time to catch up in experience. Shaman coming with that entangle, almost useless. But the Blade Master's not
mirror image, by the way. Mirror image level 2. That's pretty pog.
Oh wow!
This Wisp in the north has been crazy. He saw right away the creeping happening, and now also comes in with a block that didn't lead too much, but gave a ton of information for LawLiet, who cleared out his own Merc camp already.
That's fast. FoCuS trying to catch up, creeping with Blade Master and Shadowhunter at the same time. Not perfect, but he knows he gets the level here, should be good. And now the Murlocs, get engaged as well. This is of course a little, well, it could be a little faster than what do we got? Boots of Kel'Thalas again. Blade Master's gonna put in good work. We got 4 hunts. Expo up, second engine of war coming, and more upgrades.
Oh, the Blade Master, if he can steal this item, that would be huge! Oh my god! LawLiet too late with the entangle. Huge mistake again. Oh, he was looking somewhere else, I guess. That big healing can turn a fight around.
Little sloppy. What was focusing on production, maybe? Because there's nothing else really going on. He didn't position a building or something. That was odd. Anyway, we got the Adept upgrade for the Shaman and counter expansion by FoCuS.
Oh yeah, switch over those items, FoCuS. Hell yeah, deck out that blade. Come on, baby. He doesn't even have enough slots. Ideally, you want to keep 1 ring on the blade as well.
Get rid of the gauntlets, give him the slippers.
Slippers. That will make sense. This is a good timing to fight. Very good timing for FoCuS. Keeper's out of mana. Alchemist is not level 3 yet. He's so close. Oh, the Sentry Ward, the Serpent Ward rather, gives it to him. Forced the heal scroll right away. And LawLiet does not like this engagement.
No, not at all. That's good damage. Mirror image, really confusing. Blade Master does damage even without crit. He's a force to be reckoned with. Nice little opening to reposition. That was cute.
Not much damage here on LawLiet's side. Alchemist now out of mana. He's probably gonna have to TP out. Oh, he's trying to find the cancel. Get creep jacked into cancel the expansion. That would be a sick play by LawLiet. That's how he comes back into this game. And FoCuS perhaps a bit over eager, looking for the damage. Now gonna suffer some damage himself. It's of course gonna force TP here. Ooh, that keeper. Oh, the Hex! Oh, look where.
He's just dead. Who would have thought that this is Hex, not Heal Wave? And now, yes, we got the expansion cancelled, but Hex. And this might be another kill if the Grunt comes in. There's purges from the Shaman. There is absolutely no way out. Thanks to all that crowd control, Blade Master is a very, very happy guy.
That was the sickest punish, dude.
Yep.
Creep jack into, GG. That game's over.
That was a rough series for LawLiet, who is now in the lower bracket. And our winner bracket final for tomorrow is Hawk versus FoCuS.
Wow, that's and it's not as though LawLiet's playing poorly today. Earlier against Xlord, he played extremely well, and from what we saw against Spiral, he's playing very, very well and very inspired actually against Spiral, against that Potom style on Last Refuge earlier. So this is just FoCuS, just dominating as it seems. Like, I mean, it was unfortunate creep jack, and then the hex choice was just really nice, and I think caught him off guard. If that hadn't happened, LawLiet might have been in a decent position, but yeah, just very well played by FoCuS both games. And against Hawk, I would be a little bit afraid to be Hawk, but I guess Hawk is coming off a hot streak as well for sure. So, or hot streak. So they're both looking really good. That's going to be a super sick match tomorrow.
Hawk has the option here to have the perfect track record, beating Chimiko, Colorful, Happy, and FoCuS to move into the grand final. That might be his best tournament ever.
Yeah,
it must be his best tournament ever if that was to occur.
Yeah, there's of course still the WEC third place run from 2014, but apart from that, I can't remember a tournament where it was so good. So now we move into the lower bracket as the winner bracket is concluded for today. They will be playing tomorrow again. We have the choice between Sok vs Xiaokai and Xlord vs 15 Sway.
Xlord.
Okay.
Xlord.
It's done. It's done.
Insub X, Todd X, Craft X, all X, we go into a little bit of a break. You get ready for Xlord versus 15 Sway. And of course, check out the OC drummer who's giving you more games from the lower bracket. Might actually be casting here and will be casting next to us. The game that we don't show is going to be on his channel. So see you guys in a bit.